see my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day, you cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight, baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait, and when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay, stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me, walked in with the whole team.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 1 of the NFL on E!
Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go from Soldier Field. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day.
They'll start with the option. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield.
The quarterback keeps it on the option.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Toronto.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And that is no good.
The score remains.
And this will remain a scoreless game. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
15 yards on the play, first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds Montgomery complete.
The pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Handoff to Fournette. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stop right there, stop right there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Bears 3, Huskies nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mayfield's
and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3 down, 3 down. 45, 45.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Pass complete to Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Toronto.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. That's
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Huskies nothing.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Mayfield with it once more. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
18-yard line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it? The rest of the game, that's a lot to carry around.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Look, all any to line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sione Takitaki providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. For Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board. And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
Mayfield's
that one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
4 at the 10-yard line.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Mayfield's
from 10 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
10.
So that drive
Bears
4
3.
plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he fends him off. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for his wideout. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have the lead on the road at Soldier Field as we get you back to the Windy City and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the
Always
defense.
costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
You. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
At their own 26
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Ooh, with a juke. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
A gain of 13
They give him
yards.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 43. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Up second and 4 at the
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Odell Beckham, 29 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there.
Leonard Fournette.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And able to find Graham, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And a nice Nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble. Making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the second time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw bring different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Intended for.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
The pass.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears now ready to take over again. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third down and
now Leonard Fournette. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And again, it's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
with the give to
and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 5. brings up
They'll run here with Lindsey.
Philip Lindsay, the
now
ball
another
carrier.
timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Toronto.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by a Philip Lindsay touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So now the Bears down 24-17. 25 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Toronto, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.